Cassie, I stand here today ready to take you to be my wife, best friend, and lifelong partner in marriage. I knew from the very first time I saw you at High Point, almost 10 years ago, that I needed you in my life. I couldn't take my eyes off you as you walked through the Greek village, truly looking like a Greek goddess. With your beautiful smile, long curly hair, and hypnotizing green eyes. Years later, fate brought us back together in 2017, which is when I really got to know not only how beautiful you were on the outside, but what a beautiful person you were on the inside. It was during this time I was able to meet your family and understand where your unconditional love, selflessness, and compassion comes from. Only a little over a year into our relationship, my life flipped upside down when my mom passed away in September of 2018. It was the hardest time of my life, my entire life, but you were there every step of the way. In fact, literally nothing could stop you from being by my side. Not even the kidney stone that you had to demand the hospital get out of you so you could drive through the night to be with us. Your love is unconditional, and during those days, I knew that I wanted to support you and make you feel as strong as you made me at the hardest point in my life. I've never met someone as generous and kind-loving as you are, Cass. I am confident that everyone in this room has a story or a memory of you sending flowers, or received a beautiful handwritten note, or received a random drizzly order at some point in their life. I can't remember the last time that we were at Target or TJ's and you didn't pick up something for someone else just because, or you saw something that you knew would bring a smile to a friend who needed it. Or putting together all the get well baskets of someone's favorite snacks and magazines to make them feel better. And of course, getting Teddy a brand new toy every time because you're the best dog mama there ever was. Cass, you make everyone around you a better person. Just you being you. And I'm so honored and proud to be your husband. I believe that when you find your soulmate and when you find someone you can laugh with, cry with, someone who just loves you unconditionally, you never let her go. You never take her for granted, and you just embrace that God has blessed you and put that person in your life. You are forever my soulmate, Cass. And I cannot wait to raise a beautiful family and grow old and gray with you. I promise to never lose our spark and to always do the little things to make you happy. I promise to be faithful and supportive and always make sure our family's love and happiness is my priority. I vow to have the patience that love demands, to speak when words are needed, and to share in silence when they're not. I will be yours in plenty and in want, in sickness and in health, in failure and in triumph. I will dream with you, celebrate with you, walk beside you through whatever our lives may bring. I give you my hand and my heart. I pledge to you my love, devotion, faith, and honor as I join my life to yours. I promise to be your light in the darkness of times, your happiness in times of sorrow, your shoulder to cry on in times of grief. I promise to remain the man that you fell in love with and strive to be the best possible version of himself for you. You are my person, my love, my life, today and always. I love you.
That was really good.
Okay.
What the heck? Mine aren't that good, but okay. I was supposed to close it. He wasn't supposed to be that good, but okay. All right. Brian, I still remember the first time I saw you. It was on the back patio at the Pike House, and I remember thinking, wow, he has to be a jerk. Because he is way too good looking not to be. I decided to myself before getting to know you that I wouldn't get involved with you. I thought you were too good to be true. Well, it's funny how fate works out. Fate brought us right to the 2017 WaldoCon Halloween party where we reconnected And needless to say, I never found Waldo, but I did find you. I knew after that day that I was going to marry you. You can ask Sarah. I knew by then that everything I thought you were at first glance was the farthest thing from the truth. You're the most incredible human I know. You are caring, selfless, positive, fun-loving, passionate, and genuine. You've made me into who I am today, and I will never be able to thank you enough. But I do promise to love you with all I have. We've gone through a lot together. So many amazing moments we've shared, and we've also gone through some really hard times together. I know losing your mom was the hardest thing to go through, but you live by her values she instilled in you every day. You love with everything you have. You are kind to everyone. You introduce yourself to strangers to make them feel included, and you value family the most. And that's exactly why I'm so in love with you. I thank your mom every day for raising such an amazing son that I get to marry today and love every day forward. I want to promise you a few important things. I promise to always pop your back pimples. Dance with you in the kitchen. Always make you plug my phone in at night, even when the cord is closer to me. And to never take the trash out because that's your job. But most importantly, I promise to let you go hunting in the fall as much as possible. Thank you for waking me up with a cup of coffee, sitting in the bathroom while I shower so we can still talk, allowing me to always be your co-pilot princess on the drives to Connecticut and Jersey, and being the best dog dad to our Ted man. And for also promising me that we'll get him a brother named Waffles soon. Above all else, thank you for making me feel at home. You know that I'm probably the most extroverted homebody out there. I have been since I was little and had a really hard time not getting homesick and missing my mom and dad. I never thought I'd feel like I was truly home with anyone else until I found you. You are my home. I promise to continue building a home of laughter, love, and support, and continue to create a warm and welcoming place for the good and the challenging times, because as long as I have you, we can get through anything. I'm not sure a lifetime is long enough for me to return everything that you've given me, but I promise to spend every day by your side trying to. I promise to inspire you, laugh with you, cherish you, respect you, and grow with you. I will always fight for our love because without you, there is no me. I promise to remember that neither one of us is perfect, but to always remind myself of the ways we are perfect together. I believe in what we are and the beautiful love that we have. I will always love you with every beat of my heart.
I cannot believe today is our wedding day. I have thought for a long time what this day would be like and what I would want to say to you at this exact moment. The one thing that kept coming into my mind every time was that I think I loved you from the very first moment I met you in my basement all those years ago. And I know that seems like such a crazy concept at such a young age because we were 17 years old, but I always had this undeniable feeling that you had to be mine. When I met you, I instantly was drawn to you. Your contagious energy, your beautiful eyes, how you can make every single person belly laugh. The way you walked into a room and completely captivated it was unlike anything I've ever seen. I loved so many things about you, but what I loved most was the way you loved others and your passion for life. It was a fierce way in which you defended your family and your brothers and continuously were their biggest fans and advocate for them, even when you were differing in opinions. The way you showed up and protected your family and friends assured me that you would without question be the best father someday, and I had only hoped that you'd be the father to my children in the future. You have taught me what unconditional love is. I always had this notion that it had to be earned, that I had to earn someone's love and affection, yet you have given it to me unconditionally for 8 years. Even when I didn't deserve it, you have shown up for me time and time again. You believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. When I was so scared to fail, you taught me that even failure is in some way a success. Because in failure, we learn how to rewrite our path, how to continue on and take another step towards our dreams. You inspire me day in and day out to be the best version of myself, and even when I fall short, you're still there motivating me and pushing me. I have never felt support in which I feel from you. I have never felt love like the kind you give me every single day. Oh, these are long. Yet this road has not been easy. The journey to get here was at times incredibly painful. Sometimes it seems like all odds were against us, whether it was people's opinions of us, distance, our own misconceptions of what love and life should be, mistranslations, different cultures. It felt like we were up against it all. And yet we prevailed. You prevailed. You defied all odds that were stacked against you. I think many people in this room can agree that the beginning of our relationship was tumultuous. Yet you grew into a man that I only thought existed in my dreams. You grew into the most loyal, compassionate, intelligent, insightful man I have ever seen, and it has been the greatest pleasure to watch you continuously grow and find your passions and pursue them wholeheartedly without letting any odds get in the way. Whether it's deciding to run 50 miles or a half marathon with no training, earning a starting spot at a D1 school, or maintaining a 4.0 GPA, you let nothing get into your way. Your perseverance in life is what continues to inspire me, but your perseverance in our relationship, the way you protected us and fought for us, is what ensured me that I made the greatest decision in life. It's what kept me going year after year. Your love is what made the bus, trains, and planes all worth it. And it made me realize that falling in love with you wasn't falling at all. It was running into your arms and knowing I was home. That I was at the exact place I should be. That choosing you would be the best decision I could and would ever make. Every day I spend with you is the best and most fun day of my life. You are my very best friend, my best everything. And I don't just love you, I genuinely like the exact person you are. You are the most extraordinary person, and I feel so lucky every day that you still wake up and choose me every single morning. So I promise to choose you every morning and every day for the rest of our lives. I promise to choose you even when you annoy me by having the most energy at 8 a.m., when I'm just waking up and you force me out of bed. I promise to go to every Jordan Peterson lecture and watch all the stand-up comedians and not whine at all the Joe Rogan episodes you listen to every single morning with breakfast. I promise to say yes to every adventure life brings our way, to help you create a life that excites you as you have done for me every single day for the past several of years. I promise to take every plane, train, and bus ride to see you, even if it's for just 10 minutes. I promise to be your biggest cheerleader in all the good times and give you extra love in the bad. I promise to hug, kiss, and appreciate you every single day and make sure you never doubt how much you mean to me. I can't wait to continue to ride the wave of what life throws at us hand in hand. And while we've taken many different journeys the past 8 years, I have loved you more and more each day. The very best part about all of this is we've been able to grow up together. We've been able to be there for each other and at such crucial times and for our best moments. And I feel so infinitely blessed that we will be able to grow old together too. I love who you were. I love the man you are. And I will love the man you hope to be. I love you, Korab, for exactly who you are, and that is a feeling I wouldn't trade for the entire world. I can't wait to be your wife. Amen.
That's going to be tough to follow up. Rebecca, I'm not sure if you remember, but one of the first things I told you was that the best gift you could ever give anyone is your time. So I hope you don't take it lightly that I'm standing across from you in front of everyone I love, promising you all the time I have. There are so many things I appreciate about you. I've always admired how confident and self-assured you are. You know what you want and you get it. You know what you're worth and you accept nothing less. You also taught me what it meant to love. First myself and then you, because that's what you do, Becca. That's who you are. You manifest love wherever you go, whether you're making a new friend and trying to make her feel comfortable, or you're doing the worm in the middle of a crowded bar. The way you dance with me in the kitchen is the same way you dance with me under the stars in Florence. You cast a large wake. You're a powerful woman, and with you by my side, I feel like there isn't a thing I can't do. But you also have a playful spirit, and you know how to make me feel silly when I take things too seriously. You're a tremendous daughter, sister, cousin, and friend, and I know one day you'll be a great mother and grandmother, and especially a great wife. But you're more than just the sum of your roles. You're a defiant act of creation. You're an entire solar system pretending to be a person. I can't imagine a life without you in it. I can't imagine a world without you in it. I would find you in 100 different lifetimes. And I would make you mine in each, because you're impossible to miss. You've had a hold over my heart for 8 years now, and you've helped me become a man. I knew that the night I asked your father for your hand in marriage. When I saw the pride on his face and the tears in his eyes, I knew that I had become a man worthy of loving you and being loved by you. We were stupid to start this thing, both coming out of relationships at 17 years old. We were stupid to think we could make it through college together long distance. We were stupid to keep trying when things got hard, and it would have been so much easier to admit we probably just made a mistake. We were stupid to up and move to Tennessee together without our family and friends, and I was stupid to propose at only 24 years old, and you were probably stupid to say yes. To a kid still in school trying to make something of himself. And we're probably stupid now, standing across each other, thinking we could beat the odds. And here's what I say to that. We'd be stupid to stop now. They say that to love someone is to attend 1,000 funerals of the people they used to be. And man, does that ring true for us. We're not the people we were when we met, and we won't be the same people in 60 years. But I'll love you because and despite of it all, in every version of yourself, on any time scale, in any place. I love you, Rebecca. I promise to always respect you in word and in action. I promise you will always be my favorite patient, and I will listen to you no matter how many patients I had to talk off a ledge that day. Because somehow your work drama is always more important than the suicide assessment I had to do earlier that day. I promise to always stay curious, because the more I learn about you, the more I adore you. And I promise to always protect you and put your life in front of my own. The great 21st century philosopher Taylor Swift says you should live for the hope of it all. And you embody that spirit more than anyone I know. While I hope you never lose that, I want you to know that there is no need for hope anymore when it comes to us. Because I will always be better, constantly aiming to be a man you're proud to call your husband. I love you. You gotta wait, you gotta wait.
Ty, I can't believe this day has finally come. 1.5 years ago, you proposed, opening the best chapter of our lives so far. Now we're standing here today, about to open a new book, and I'm filled with immeasurable joy and excitement for our future together. Being loved by Ty Siam is not a singular experience, because your love embraces. You love so big, you care so much, and the way you make others feel is just one of the reasons why I love you so much. Every single human on this earth is an opportunity for you. Someone for you to learn from, someone to joke with, someone to embarrass me around. someone to connect with. You are a man whose orbit wraps up everyone around them in a warm embrace, and I'm lucky to be in your solar system. I vow to embrace life with you forever. Your love is sharing. From the minute I met you, you made it your mission to know everything about me. For you, watching me experience joy isn't enough. You want to be in on the joy, taking part in it like it's your own, and dedicating yourself to it. I mean, I watched you become both a Swiftie and a Potterhead in front of my very eyes. Your passion for sharing love inspires me to be a better person, and I can't wait to share moments of joy together for the rest of our lives. I vow to live in those moments. Your love is patient. When we first met, I quickly dubbed you my dream guy, not because you were perfect, but because you were perfect for me. You accept me unconditionally and patch up my missing pieces to make me whole. When challenges come along, I know your perspective and patience will always get us through because you fight for what you believe in, and you believe in us, and you always have. I vow to work on my patience. That's a soft vow. And perspective, and I promise to accept you every day until the end of our days. Your love is so many things: generous, passionate, fun, dedicated, loyal. You are the kindest, most unique, special, hardworking, and fun-loving man I've ever known. No one is youer than you, Ty. And I can't wait to continue discovering all the ways I love to be loved by you for the rest of my life.
Kiss you? Not yet. Hard to follow. You shouldn't have gone second, Ty. But I get to marry you today. Let's go! Huh? Let's go! Up here, it's me and you today. And I couldn't be more thankful for that. You've been my favorite since the night I met you. I think back to that night and the butterflies that I felt after walking you home. Those are the same butterflies that have been in my stomach all day. Same butterflies I have standing up here with you today. The whole next week, I kind of remember like sending you a text message. I'd be like, send. And I'd be like, oh, I wonder what she's doing. I wonder if she's going to answer. Like, I had no chill then. I still don't. No chill.
No chill.
But that openness and that relentless pursuit of each other that you and I have had for each other since that night, that's why we're here. And guess what? It looks like we made it. We always fight for each other, and I love you so much for that. Kind of has some consistent themes with what you said. We fight for each other. We fight for our love. You're a strong woman. You're the most amazing daughter, sister, and friend that I know. You have incredible family values. You're an unbelievable listener, maybe your best quality. Unbelievable listener. And you're as loyal as they come to those that earn your trust. I'm so lucky to have had so many growth opportunities in life. But the most growth that I've done as a human has been because of you, Maggie. You challenge me every day to be a better partner, to be more patient, to be more kind, to be a little bit more critically thinking. You challenge me every day to be better than I was yesterday, and that's all I want to do for you. I'm far from perfect, as much as I don't want to admit that. But every day, I want to be better for you today than I was yesterday. You are the best thing that's ever been mine, and I'll never leave you alone.
Swifty.
Big Swifty. As we move into this new chapter in our life, I want to thank you for the unwavering support and the love you have for me. I want you to know that the two of us, we can do anything. We'll conquer any challenge that comes our way. And my vows to you start with the day that I asked your parents if I could have your hand in marriage. And I went out, drove out to Blairstown, sat down and spoke with them. We had a great conversation. I don't know why they chose to, but they said, yeah, you have our blessing. And I said, what makes you guys so successful? Do you have any advice for me? And your father told me, said, the thing that makes our life successful and our marriage successful is that he makes your mom the queen of the household. It's good. It's a good one. Majesty. We said it earlier. And I asked your mom, and she said, Chris makes me feel comfortable in any situation. He challenges himself to make me comfortable everywhere we go. So on this day, I'll start with that. I vow to make you the queen of our household. I vow to always work to make you feel more comfortable. I vow to love you unconditionally, to be faithful and honest and supportive to you, and that my passion for you will only grow. And another Swifty line. I want you for better or for worse. For worse or for better, I screwed it up, man. All right, I tried. But to borrow from my dad's speech last night, we used the term infinity. And I now feel like I have infinity because of you. So in front of our loved ones, I'm thrilled to make you the most amazing wife, and that I will cherish you and adore you for all the days to come.
My mom always said that her and I were attached at the hip. I never thought I'd find someone who might grow so attached at the hip too, in the same way. A lot of people here know our story. I had an enormous crush on you sophomore year of high school. I would stare at you from across the room, just waiting for you to notice me. Finally, we got together junior year, and that's where I learned you were not only beauty, but also brains. Well, it's almost 13 years together, and I still stare at you that same way. In fact, I obsess over your perfection. And I really lucked out because you're absolute kindest person. In fact, you're about every single positive attribute that exists. And I know I list them endlessly to you, so I'll spare you today. But it's the mundane things I love so much. How on those special nights, you let us watch 2 episodes of a TV show instead of just 1. And I'll exclaim, "You're so fun." You are the most amazing professional chef and cater dinners towards my picky taste, as well as feeding our cat, Stacy. And I love your similarities with my dad. You'll both take every opportunity to stretch out your body. We'll be walking in New York City, waiting to cross the street, and I'll look around like I lost you and look down and you're in a squat position stretching, just like my dad would do. And I love the way you are with your family and friends. You are so dependable and outgoing. You will never be late. You will show up when asked, and you will do anything for anyone you love. And these are qualities I admire and strive to emulate. To a lot of people, 13 years together sounds like a long time, and it does feel like a long time in the sense of how well we know each other. But I still appreciate every second we get to spend time together, and we spend a lot of time together. Like I said, we're attached at the hip. I have the most fun being with you every single day. Every night we go to sleep together feels like a sleepover. I feel like a puppy when I see you after a work day and jump all over you to greet you, excited to spend time together all over again. I literally never get sick of being with you. And yes, even with us now both working from home, some could call me obsessed. I can't believe this day is here. we're getting married. Scheduling this wedding may not have been easy, but finding you and loving you and choosing to spend the rest of my life with you is, and I feel so lucky for that. I vow to continue to appreciate you, to grow with you, and to absolutely love and adore you. And yes, to obsess over you. From afar, from up close, forever and always. I love you.
Okay. Lindsey, almost 3 years ago, I got down on one knee to ask you to marry me. And we're finally here. You look absolutely breathtaking. You once told me that I came into your life at the moment you needed me most. I want to tell you today, you are that same person to me. When we first met, I was so shy, so unsure. Just a teenager waiting for my mom to text me that dinner was ready. I was clueless, but you saw me. You knew yourself and what you liked. You had that brilliant confidence that I admire so much. And for me, I didn't have that yet. I didn't know what it was like to wake up every day and hear you're perfect. For someone to tell you you can do anything. For someone to eat my cooking week after week and each time say it was the best thing you've ever eaten. You built me up to be the man I am today. You came into my life and changed everything. You keep those you love incredibly close. You care for us intensely. You watch over us. You fill us each to the brim, and it's not even close to all the love that you have to give. And what gets me the most is when I see you give that love to my family, my parents, my brothers. Family means everything to you. When I proposed to you, it was the proudest day of my life. What I promised in that moment is a blur now. But I do know that I said I loved you very much, how excited I was that this day had finally come, and that I wanted to have babies with you. Here's what I vow to you today. Yeah.
Sorry. Good.
I promise to be patient. When stress pulls on us, I'll be even more patient. I will be calm. I will always be there for you. I promise to appreciate you in all the ways that you support us. Big things and little, you do so much to make the lives around you simple and carefree. And I promise to love you with everything I have, to spend every second with you, and to enjoy life always beside you. Lindsey, you are truly one of a kind. I loved you in high school, I love you now, and I will love you forever.